edit it anyway, so don't worry about it. So I'm here with Dennis Ross, and at the last board meeting of the Board of Trustees, he discussed an idea to reorganize. Is that correct?
Redevelop the church lot.
And what's that going to do, Dennis?
Inside the existing footprint of what we have here, we have got three lanes of double wide, non-usable space. Changing these things to a single directional lane where the traffic will come in, flow to the end, U-turn and flow back out, up and down 4 lanes as opposed to 3. We had 3 full parking lanes of parking inside the existing footprint. At 35 spaces per row, it's 100 spots added to the existing footprint without changing anything other than the paint it would take to restripe it and resurface the existing lot.
Okay, so let's walk up this lane, and so now you told me before this video that this lane is 30 feet wide.
We need 15 feet for fire access.
Okay.
For emergency vehicles.
So your proposal would cut it by what?
50%.
15 feet.
Yeah, 15 feet or 50%.
Okay.
You would then take the spots from a diagonal spot to a 22.5-degree angled spot. Okay. Which is typical parking spots, which the village has already incorporated in their additional overflow lot.
Okay.
We can show that.
Yeah, we will.
As we would travel down this lane, the back end of those cars would then be here.
All right, you know what? Let's walk up.
Okay.
All right, so you can show where would the angled lanes start? Not here at the dumpsters.
Would start at the beginning of the island behind this approximately plate SUVs. Okay. Be spot number 1. Yes, the dumpsters do impede us, but the dumpsters are taking spots now anyway. They'll take the same amount of spots once we're finished. Okay. There is some plan to take and eventually put them into one of the new spots. That's another issue for another day.
So let's move up a bit. All right, so this lane gets narrowed by 50%. Correct. It's now 15 feet, not 30 feet. Correct. And these spaces are angled. Angled. Okay. Overall, 100 spaces you project?
Over 100 spaces in the existing footprint. Okay.
All right, so now how is this traffic pattern going to go in this lot?
Traffic pattern will go, according to the cars followed, he would go clear to the end, then he would turn, if he wasn't able to park, he would turn on approximately the Jeep that you see in the video. Okay. Come back down. He would then be coming back down at approximately, this center line here, would be the beginning of the new split row. Okay. Okay. Heading him out, turning him around at approximately the parking meter.
So are you creating a 4th space?
A 4th row. Okay. Complete row. Actually 4.5, because as we have 2 double directional or end-to-end spots, we will then have 3 end-to-end spots, plus a single on that end and a singular on that end. Starting in the same direction, adding a row, you'll still come back so that the final row is still heading in the general direction that it already is, so the spots behind the Hafra restaurant won't have to be re-angled or restriped. That part of the lot will save.
So this traffic will all be one way on each of these rows?
Each row will be one way, which is very typical of lots. This is not groundbreaking information here.
All right. And you think the same could be done for the lot behind the theater?
Theater lot, yes. Theater lot looks as if it was originally 3 or possibly 4 lots that have been combined. It would need a little more economic development to remove some of the islands, remove some of the entrances, and move some of the entrances to make it longer, more accessible rows. Those rows go in different directions at different points in the lot. Is very disorganized. Organizing that lot will create over 200 spots just through the complete organization, because there again, they have double rows, they have obligatory blank spaces because of turnarounds, because the lot has been so unorganized developed because it was multiple lots combined into one lot through different ownerships over the decades of years of growth of the village.
Okay. You know that each space approximately costs $20,000 to create if the village was to do it by itself.
So that was his figure on multiple tiered.
The mayor's figure was $30,000 for tiers.
Tiers and 20,000. This would be nowhere near 20,000. We're talking about less than $8 a square foot of renovation here.
Okay. Which is much less than than several
and
million dollars.
$8 a square foot is an outside figure. It's probably going to come in closer to $5 because we can. There's nothing wrong with the parking lot. It needs to be. These stripes have to be removed, which is grinding them out, a resurfacing down, and then repaint, restriping, and painting the angles, and a couple signs keeping the traffic flow moving.
All right. And you've discussed this before with the village?
I've had off-the-record conversations with a couple of village trustees over the past. There's nothing formal.
All right. And now the mayor's promised, to
now
look into
the mayor
this,
and trustee, the deputy trustee Jack has looked into the fact that they would like to look into this deeper and like some more information on it.
All right. All right. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks very much.
Thank you.